Welcome back to Discovery with Miss Natalie. That's me. So I know that typically my videos come out on Friday, but because this week is a special week due to Thanksgiving, which will be tomorrow when this video comes up, so I'm posting a little bit early so that I can give you a fun idea that you and your family can do for Thanksgiving. So I know Thanksgiving may look a little different this year just because we may not be able to get together with all of our family just to make sure that everyone stays safe, but that doesn't mean that there still isn't a lot of things that we can be grateful for. So this video is going to be a little different in how I do it. Usually I start with a story, but this time I'm going to do the activity first and then I'll read the story. So something that you guys can do tomorrow with your family is think about all of those things that we can be grateful or thankful for during this crazy time. And I know sometimes it's hard to think of those things. Sometimes we don't get to see our friends. I know we're not really sometimes seeing our grandparents or our aunts and uncles. We don't get to go do as many fun things, and that can be sad, and it's okay to be sad and to miss those things, but it's also important to make sure that we're remembering why it is that we are staying home, to keep everybody safe so that our loved ones don't potentially get sick, because we want to make sure that everyone is staying as safe and as healthy as they possibly can. So what we're going to do today is we're going to write down a whole bunch of things that we are grateful and thankful for, and we're going to make a thankful jar. And this is something that you guys can do tomorrow with your family that you are with. So maybe it's your parents, your brother and sister, maybe your aunt and uncle lives with you guys, or your grandma and grandpa, and they'll be there too to help celebrate. And then what this is for the entire year, because it's important to think about those things even when it's not Thanksgiving, right? So you can think about what you're thankful for throughout the entire year, and you can keep this jar at your house for the next year of 2020 with all of the things that you're thankful for. So what we're going to do is we're first going to find any jar that you have in your house, okay? Because the materials that you're going to need is any jar. So I just have a mason jar, but you can use a bowl, you can use a vase, you can use a box, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. And this is where we're going to put all of our pieces of paper that we're going to cut out. So you're also going to need pieces of paper. Now I have these 3 different colors, but they don't need to be colored. They can just be white paper. These are also cardstock paper, but again, doesn't need to be. So whatever paper you find in your house is perfectly fine. So you're gonna need pieces of paper, and then you're also gonna need scissors so that we can cut our pieces of paper into strips. And now remember, scissors are super sharp. So if you need help cutting out your paper, make sure you ask someone who can help you. So a mom and dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever you have in your house, go ahead and ask them to help you cut out your paper. And then you're also gonna need a pen. And again, if you're starting to work on writing those words and those letters, you can ask someone to help you. If you don't know how to spell a word, you can ask someone to help you spell a word. Or if you're just not sure how to write your letters yet, you can tell someone else what you would like to write on your piece of paper. And this is an activity for the whole family. So it's not just for you to write what you're thankful for or grateful for. Your mom and dad can do this, your brother, sister, your grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle. If you're chatting to them on the phone, you can ask them, what are you grateful for? And then you can write it down for them and put it into your jar, okay? And then lastly, I'm using a painter's pen. Now, if you don't have a painter's pen, you can use a Sharpie or a permanent marker to write on your jar, your box, your bowl. If you can write on the bowl, thankful jar, because this is going to stay in your house for the whole year. So let's go ahead and do that first so that it has time to dry before we start putting in all of our pieces of paper. So go ahead and grab either your Sharpie, painter's pen if you have them. I know there's a lot of craft pens too that would work as well. So if you have those in your house, go ahead and grab one of those. Okay, so now I've written it onto my jar. So now it says thankful full jar. Just like that. Now we're going to let this dry while we write on our pieces of paper all those things that we are thankful or grateful for. So first thing, go ahead and grab your papers, and then you're going to cut them into strips. So again, if you need help with scissors, ask for help, but you're going to start at the bottom and you're going to make about a 1-inch strip of paper. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what it's going to look like. So there we go. Now I have my strips of paper. Now cut out as many as you think you may need. So maybe everyone's going to write down 3 things that they are thankful for. So make sure that every person has 3 pieces of paper so they can write down those thoughts. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a little bit more. All right, we'll start with that. So now I have my strips of paper. Now we're going to write down those things that we are thankful or grateful for. So think about things that are in your life that you super love that you have it around you. It could be a person, it could be an activity, it could be something that you have at your house that you really like, whatever it is that you are thankful for. And go ahead and start writing them down on your strips of paper. So I'm going to write mine down, and then I'll come back and show you what I wrote, and then we'll go ahead and start filling up our thankful, grateful jar. Now I have written down 6 things so far. I'm sure I'll think of some more, and maybe I'll ask my mom or dad or brother to also write some too, and we can put it into the thankful bar as well. So I'm going to go through what I've written. Now you can use the ones that I wrote if you think that those apply to you, or think of your own. So if there's something in your life that maybe I just don't have, put that down, because that's something that you can be grateful for. So the first one is cozy blankets. It's starting to get super cold, and I love my cozy blankets, and I'm super thankful for them because they keep me warm, because I have a tendency to get very cold pretty quickly. So I am super thankful for all of my cozy blankets. I'm going to go ahead and take my piece of paper that has that written on there, and we're going to fold it in half, and then we're going to fold it in half again. Now go ahead and take your jar, bowl, box, take off the lid if there's a lid, and pop that into the jar. So the next one is a pantry full of food. I am super thankful that I do not need to worry about food or where I'm going to eat, because I know that there's a lot of families out there that do worry about those things. So I am super thankful that that is something that, even in the midst of everything that's crazy going on, that is not a worry for me. And I hope that we also think about those who do worry about those things. And if you can, maybe ask your mom and dad if there's a way that you can give to those families who are struggling with their pantries full of food. There's a lot of places that will accept food. So if you can do those, that would be super helpful for them. But I am thankful that I do not need to worry about those things. So I'm going to put this into my jar. My next thing is access to technology. And what I mean is I have a camera right in front of me, and I have a computer and a phone, so that if I ever do start to get lonely or I need to learn about something new, I have ways to find that information or ways to talk to somebody. And that is so important, especially right now when everyone's not really getting together, right? So then if you wanted to talk to someone who doesn't live in your house, or maybe to a friend, then you guys can see each other if you have a computer at home. So I am super, super thankful that I have access to technology so that I can keep in contact with all of those people that I just don't get to see as often right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into my thankful jar. Next one is my health. So I am very thankful that luckily I am a healthy person. I don't have a sickness that I have to deal with right now, and I am super grateful and thankful that no one in my family has caught COVID, and I'm very sad for those who do have to go through those times, because it's not very fun when you have to worry about somebody else who's going through an illness. So I'm very, very thankful that my health is good, and that I can still do the things that I love and not have to worry about being sick. So I'm going to put that into my thankful jar. There we go. 2 more. Next one is hour-long phone chats with friends. So I've already said this, but we're not really seeing a lot of our friends that much right now. So I'm very thankful that I still have a way to communicate with them so that I can hear about what's going on with them. We can talk about the fun times that we're going to do once, hopefully in the future, this is all over and we don't have to stay away from all of those people that we love and miss. So I am very thankful that I have my phone so that I can talk to those who I don't get to see every day anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this one and put that into my jar. And the last one is my wonderful family. They are so great. I'm sure your family is wonderful too, and you love hanging out and spending time with them, and we're doing a lot of that right now while we're staying at home. So of course I am super thankful for my wonderful family who's so supportive, and we just have loads of fun. We try to create new and different things that we can do when we're not out and about right now. So I am super thankful for them too. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one in here as well. There we go. So now I have a few things in my thankful jar. Now these are things that you can leave on a counter, in your room, in the kitchen, wherever you want to leave it. And then if you are feeling down throughout the rest of the year, or if maybe there's someone in your family who's just feeling down and they're not super happy, then you can go ahead and bring them the jar, box, or bowl, and they can pull out one of these sheets and they can get reminded about all of those things that they are super thankful and grateful for. And hopefully that'll put a smile on their face when they're not feeling so good. So keep this for as long as you need. Add more things in whenever you think of something new. Go ahead and grab another sheet of paper, put it into your jar or your bowl or your box, and then whenever you need it, if you need a little pick-me-up because you're just not feeling your best, go ahead and grab one out so it can put a smile on your face. So that is our thankful jar, box, or bowl. And now we're finally getting into our story part of this video. So let's go ahead and put that aside for now. Now I'm going to tell you the reason why I did this a little backwards, where I didn't do the story first, because this story is a super silly story, but I wanted to end with a phrase, and this story has that phrase in it. So we're going to go ahead and read our book for today, which is called I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Pie. Do you like pie? You do? I like pie. My favorite pie is apple pie. I know a lot of people at Thanksgiving have apple pie, but even more people have pumpkin pie. Now let's find out if we can see what kind of pie this old lady swallowed. So let's go through our story and find out at the very end what it has to say. So let's go ahead. I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Pie by Allison Jackson, and pictures by Judith Byron Schnackner. Here we go. I know an old lady who swallowed a pie. I know an old lady. There she is. Who swallowed a pie. A Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. Oh no. I know an old lady who swallowed some cider. Yummy, yummy, I like cider. That rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed a roll. Yum, yum. There it is, a bread roll. Just swallowed it whole, the entire roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed a squash. Oh my gosh, a fat yellow squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed a salad. Wow, that's a lot of salad. She was looking quite pallid from eating that salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed a turkey. Look at how big that turkey is, and she swallowed the whole thing. Her future looked murky after that turkey. She swallowed the turkey to go with the salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed a pot. Wow, that's even bigger than the turkey. I kid you not, she swallowed a pot. She swallowed the pot to go with the turkey. She swallowed the turkey to go with the salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed a cake. That is a delicious looking cake. For goodness sake, a 10-layer cake! She swallowed the cake to go with the pot. She swallowed the pot to go with the turkey. She swallowed the turkey to go with the salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. Wow, that's a lot. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll cry. I know an old lady who swallowed some bread. I'm full, she said. Happy Thanksgiving. The end. And I want to wish you and everyone in your family a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a super wonderful time with your family. And come on back, and this time, really, truly, 2 Fridays from now, and I'll have another fun story and another fun activity for you to do. And most likely, it'll be a fun wintry themed activity. Because who knows, maybe we might start seeing some snow. So I hope you have a wonderful long weekend with your family, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye!